Commence fire! Commence fire! Commence fire! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you. We've gathered here today to honor the brave men and women who gave so much and served so well.
I was an Army brat, Martha O'Neill. Dad a career man and Mom a Navy nurse. World War II. I was born at Fort Benning and grew up at Fort Bragg. I remember one day in junior high, a girlfriend came in crying. Her dad was going to Vietnam. Crying and crying, they sent her home. Must have been around, I don't know, 1961? So I knew early on about Vietnam. Americans there. Americans being killed there. Something very wrong there. Back in my mind was, I want to go there. Be a Navy nurse, serve my country, and protect our men.
I was the lead singer and rhythm guitarist of the Sugar Candy's all-girl band. Married Joe Kincaid from Beaumont, Texas. We come to LA to get discovered and did country and rock, and we were about 17 years old and thought we were the living end. We hadn't got too far yet, but one day an agent tells us he can book us. Little white boots and mini skirts to go over and entertain the 500,000 boys in Vietnam. Well, I was out of my mind. 500,000 American boys grooving on my music and loving me because I'd be lifting the worries of war right off their shoulders with my love for them. $1,000 a month apiece and airfares and all expenses paid, he said. Oh boy, book me on.
I wanted out of Erie, Pennsylvania. I was turning 17 and I didn't want to rot in Erie, Pennsylvania until I was 40. I didn't know anything about Vietnam, as that wasn't the point. The point was I wasn't into a college scene, I wasn't into demonstrations, I wasn't into anything. Religious family, grew up playing with dolls till I was 13. Well, it was still a very sheltered time for girls. My high school counselor said to me, well now, sissy, what is it that you want to be? A nurse, a teacher, or a secretary? Well, sir, a nurse, I guess. I'll help mankind. Now, my biggest problems my first year in nursing school were I had no self-control and I couldn't stand to see people in pain. But my instructor said to me, you don't have a choice here. You just get in there and you do as you're told. So, there's this old man in a coma and I'm supposed to give him a shot of penicillin in his rear end. And I'm really wrecked because how can I cause this sick old man more pain? But I do it. And the guy immediately comes out of the coma and goes, dear God, where am I? And I think, oh gosh, I did a miracle. I can do anything. I'll join the army. I'll save the world.
I was graduating from bachelor in primary education, provisional junior league, sleeves right down to my elbows, prim, high, proper collars. Already been offered a boarding school position for the fall term when I saw a Red Cross poster on the placement board. I went to an interview and they told me Red Cross has 2 groups going overseas early summer, Korea and Vietnam. Well, Saigon's a sophisticated, cosmopolitan city. Diversity of people to meet, they say, all walks of life, and they speak French. To my junior year in Paris, you see. Besides, it snows in Korea, doesn't it? Vietnam has this wonderfully warm climate, I'm told. I went home that weekend to tell my parents. Dad, Mother, Vietnam will be my year of service. Besides, if I ever want to do anything in my life besides be an old maid boarding school teacher, I better do it now. We were very quiet in the breakfast room. Sunday morning, Mother's coffee cup rattling in its Dresden saucer. Look, Whitney, if you insist on running off like this to the ends of the earth, do be aware you are making a decision of some consequence. There will be repercussions on your life, not necessarily for the better. So please, dear, please do think it carefully through. But you see, Mother, I already have.
I was anti-war. I hated Nixon. I knew he was a liar and evil. So did all of my friends. We were hippies. Woodstock, bell-bottom jeans, long hair, headbands, the pots. But then I remembered Kennedy going, what can you do for your country? Well, I was 21 when an army recruiter comes to my nursing school dressed in her uniform, and she's showing us this wonderful film about the glamour of being an army nurse and all these gorgeous hospitals all over the world with their modern equipment. We didn't have zip at my nursing school, so I was very impressed. And then after the film, I asked, do women have to go to Vietnam? And then she replies, no, women volunteer for Vietnam. Of course, most of my friends think I'm crazy, but there are 2 others who are willing to sign up at any minute. But then I'm thinking, man, this is perfect for you. It'll pay for your last year of nursing school because, honey, for me, it's very tight. And you'll also be able to express your feelings about the war by taking care of the Nam soldiers when they get back from Nam, maybe in Hawaii or something. You see, I have been born and raised in New York, half Chinese and half Italian, so I went through a lot of prejudice back in New York. That's why I wanted to go to Hawaii, where everybody looks like me.
Well now, I've been at WAC for almost 18 years when I decided to go on over to Vietnam. First joined up in Jackson, Mississippi, where I was born and raised. They asked me, Steele, what MOS would you like to be? Well, I'm a college graduate and I've been teaching music, so I would like to join the Army Band. So they gave me the 4th trombone part to audition with. If you know anything about music, you know that that is the hard part, the doobity-doo. So I'm playing along with the band, except Commander-in-Chief Warrant Officer Helen B. Whitehead, if you're gonna believe that name, has some secret prearranged signal with the band to stop playing at a certain point, so all you're hearing is me going doobity-doobity-doo-doo-doo. Afterwards, she pulls me aside and says, sorry about this, Steele. We just can't have any Negroes in the band because, well, you just don't blend on in. 1950, my first touch with the American Armed Services and how they want you, but they don't really want you. Anyhow, by 1967, I'd edited an Army newspaper, run an education center, I was a French and Spanish linguist, I was a prisoner of war interrogator, and I was in strategic intelligence. I knew I was hearing lies about Vietnam, so I was just going over there myself, I thought. And maybe my intelligence and experience can be used for once to save some American lives.
August 1966. I take my oath and graduate from Women's Officer School. Go to Quonset and Fort Rhode Island for 2 years. Head nurse in the dependence unit. Then I tell my folks I'm volunteering for Vietnam, and they're proud, but not my chief nurse.
You're very young, Martha. They're looking for people with experience there.
I've got experience. I'm head nurse.
Direct war experience.
But I've done everything, and I'm really good. And my folks in the military, I've been around it my whole life.
I've serious reservations about this request.
Please.
I'm going to do it with a great deal of hesitation.
I may be nurse in a war zone, just like my mother. Glamorous. My deepest childhood dream come true.
My mother ran right down to the recruiter's office.
Will my daughter have to go to Vietnam if she joins?
Army nurses volunteer for Vietnam, and we have so many women wanting to go, madam. We would never even consider a policy like that.
Oh, good, Sissy, because what I really want, if you're actually going to join, is for you to put in for Germany, get yourself a nice doctor, and get yourself married and settle down.
My girlfriend and I went for our physicals together. Oh gosh, kid, I'm so nervous I can't even go in the bottle. Go for me too.
Okay, but I just hope I don't have a kidney infection.
She didn't.
And we passed. And we run right out, get a map of Texas, and rent a car.
And just flew down the freeways heading south. South, Fort Sam Houston, here we come. Stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prayer sky is high and wide. I'm going to Galveston first weekend I'm there.
I'm going to Mexico and buying Harajis the first weekend I'm there.
Oh gosh, let's do something special every weekend we're there. Deep in the heart of Texas, the cactus plants are up on the pants. Deep in the heart of Texas, that's why perhaps they all wear chaps. Deep in the heart of Texas.
I report to the Red Cross, Washington, D.C., for 2 weeks of training.
Ladies, you tell military rank by the stripe on the shirt sleeve. 1 stripe, 2 stripes, 3 stripes. Is that clear?
It's very clear.
Ladies, you tell the difference between the Army, the Navy, the Marines, and the Air Force by color. Gray, blue, green, black, and style. Button up, button down, cut straight, cut away. Is that clear?
It's very clear.
Ladies, there are rules of etiquette, a time to drink, a time not to drink, a way to drink, a brand to drink, a drink to drink. Is that clear?
It's very clear.
Ladies, there are ways to respond to off-color remarks. There are ways to respond to everything. There are ways to be a young lady worthy of the American Red Cross. Is that clear?
It's very clear. At all times be feminine.
Never swear.
Never be provocative with men.
Because you are a Red Cross girl.
Symbol of purity.
Goodness and light.
Sister, mother, girl next door.
The all-American girl to every serviceman you meet.
No sexual involvements of any kind.
Forbidden against all rules.
Now, is that clear?
It is very, very clear.
Now then, nurses,
Attention!
this morning we are going to march. Hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, 2, 3, 4. Well, well. Welcome to the Army, Miss New York. March!
March? But I'm a nurse.
You are an Army nurse, and that means you are going to march. Hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, 2, 3, 4.
This old gal, she goes on, she goes knick-knack on my thumb with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give your dog a bone. This old gal goes rolling home.
Captain, why don't you teach us to shoot a gun?
We do not teach you to shoot weapons or carry weapons because women do not go into combat. March, Miss New York.
Say, Captain, why are we always pretending to march through the jungle full of tiny sticks?
Because you will probably end up in a jungle, Miss New York, somewhere in Vietnam. March!
Vietnam? Oh, no, ma'am. My recruiter said Hawaii.
Hawaii, Miss New York.
No. Honolulu? Waikiki?
Well, you must have been slightly misinformed.
With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give your dog a bone. This old gal goes rolling home.
Now, there was one thing old intelligence officer B.J. Steele did before going over to the Nam: learn to shoot. Steele was going to carry her weapon, make no mistake about that. I learned to strip an M16. I learned to handle it, fire it, and I learned to shoot a .45. That's so I could cock that thing behind my back. Then I thought, well, now I'm about ready to go on over to Vietnam and see what I can see.
Attention!
All of you have orders for Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia?
Dismissed.
They wouldn't even say Vietnam.
I'm going to my head nurse.
Don't worry, Leanne. The hospitals are safe, miles from the combat zone.
But I'm anti-war.
So are a lot of the injured boys.
I'll take care of them in Hawaii.
They're overstaffed there. And besides, you're special, top of the line. You can make a real contribution for your country in Vietnam. Plus, the credit will do wonders for your career after the war.
Yeah? Yeah.
Sugar Candy's last day, San Francisco. We go to a restaurant on Fisherman's Wharf, and the next table knows we're heading over to Vietnam to entertain the troops. So they buy us drinks and whipped cream desserts, and they propose a toast to Mary Jo Kincaid, the star and the sweetest, prettiest Sugar Candy's all-girl band in these United States.
We buy little black lace bras and bikini panties. A nurse who's been to the Nam says, whatever you do, bring sexy underwear. You're in boots and fatigues and all that dirt and heat, and you'll forget what sex you are.
I get to Travis Air Force Base early and look around.
Hi, Leanne.
They're from Fort Sam. Women I know. And I'm not special. Everybody's here.
And they put us on an airplane in little powder blue Red Cross uniforms and Dixie cup hats and heels and stockings and hurdles.
And then, for the first time as we board, they actually tell us where they're taking us.
Destination, Benoit. And off we go.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Atta boys, give her the gun.
There are only a few women on my plane. Over 200 men. Everybody's trying to be sweet.
Singing, drinking, playing pinochle and checkers.
And there's this GI on my plane coming back from his R&R.
Donut dollar. You're never gonna make it. Viet Cong on the landing field.
What?
Meant to play in Nans. You'll be shot at.
Me? That's insane.
Who bets you don't make it in country one day?
There's something
something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear.
I asked my stewardess for a pillow. She pretends she doesn't hear me. She brings the pillows to the men.
There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware.
My stewardess brings me the same chicken dinner 5 times going around the world.
Think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
I'm reading the newspapers, the location of American troops from division headquarters down to the platoons, and I can do the entire order of battle from my seat on this plane. Now, if I know up here, the enemy surely knows down there. So say we're captured on the way down. I don't know anything about anything. All I am is this expert on the M16. I know why it jams, how it jams, when it jams, and if it jams. Now, you all know yourselves how bad of a weapon that is. So bad they had to send me over there just to give advice on how to keep that thing in working order. That's how bad that weapon is.
Then suddenly on my plane, it all just quiets down. Nobody talks.
Nobody says a word.
Everybody has their noses to the windows.
Vietnam, coming in over the coast.
Early morning.
Rice paddies, a village way down there.
Green. My goodness, so green.
How can there be a war way down there? Look how beautiful it is.
My goodness, tracers.
Look there, look there.
How's the smoke?
A quick turn up. We're being fired on.
Fired on? I haven't done anything to them.
I'm a nurse.
We take a fast, steep dive.
The landing strip, the fire department.
With foam, treads are off the wheels.
We're landing without tread.
Look down there. We'll have to run for cover.
I'm just this normal girl about to do something not real normal at all.
Like a John Wayne movie.
We come down hard.
Hard.
Night. Blackout. Can't to the runway. Nothing. Dead silent on the plane.
But I hear 247 souls breathing on this plane.
Doors open.
Spotlights flashing.
So nervous, some guy lifts me off the plane. My feet never even touch the steps.
A wave of such heat, such stench hits me. I don't want to go out there, but someone pulls me.
Everybody's shouting orders at everyone else.
Vietnamese. Everywhere. Screaming, shrieking.
I walk around the airport at Saigon. The Red Cross was supposed to meet me here. I can't find a soul. It's raining. Coming into monsoon season, it's raining hard. A limousine pulls up, takes VIPs from my plane away. A school bus, wires on the windows, takes the officers. And then a big, open cattle truck pulls up in the rain, and the boys I flew with herded in.
The guy I flew with drank champagne with. I don't know if I'll ever see him again or what.
Hey, so long, Martha.
There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong.
So long.
Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind.
I get to some temporary bed. I'm dirty and wrinkled, so I start washing. I look down and, oh my God, goodness, it's brown. I'm turning white. Lord, it's just the dirt of Vietnam.
Attention, all new nurses report to North Area at once to volunteer for where you wish to serve.
Just send me where I'm needed most.
I can't do that, nurse. Volunteer, please.
I can't volunteer. I don't know where I am.
The other nurses have managed to figure that out. Please volunteer.
A DA on the plane gave me a list. Vung Tao,
Vung Tao?
Right on the beach right here. That's filled. Volunteer again.
Phang Rang,
Fan Rang?
Filled. Volunteer again, please.
Cam Rang Bay.
Camron Bay?
Sorry. Filled. Volunteer again.
That's the end of my list.
Two of you want to stay together, I suppose?
Oh, sure.
If we could.
How about Kukai?
Kukai?
I can keep the two of you together for a while if you volunteer for Kukai.
All right, we volunteer for Kukai.
C-130's loading. There, better get on fast.
We pile in, and it's all men. Who are you?
Spray boys.
What's that mean?
Spray the area with heavy chemical spray to kill weeds.
Weeds?
So Charlie can't hide in the jungle.
I live out of my suitcase. On the road, 3 shows a day. Up in C-130 to Da Nang, then down Marble Mountain in a chopper, then back up to Da Nang at night. I'm at the airport hours, days even. Sleep in a trailer or officers' quarters they give up for us, or a trailer full of clothes. My first show is at the USO Club up north, and we're wall-to-wall Marines, and they are so adorable. They're so cute with their giant big eyes and their shaven heads and their green fatigues, and I'm just falling in love with every single one of them at first sight.
We helped the USO girls serve 800 hot dogs and shakes the night of the first show.
Then I come on stage with my signature song.
And here they are for your listening pleasure, the Sugar Candies All-Girl Band with Mary Jo. Let's hear it for the Sugar Candies All-Girl Band!
Come on, come on, come on. Didn't I make you feel like you were the only man? And didn't I give you nearly everything that a woman possibly can? Honey, you know I did. And each time I tell myself that I think I've had enough. But I'm not gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough. I want you to come on, come on, come on, and take it, take it, take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Break another little piece of my heart now, baby. Have another little piece of my heart now, baby. Well, you know you got it if it makes you feel good. Thank you, love you all, every single one.
I live in the city, a lovely villa, except it's right on Prostitute Row. Several Red Cross women to share with, a housekeeper Vienne whom I love. I like all the Vietnamese, except for the Vietnamese army guards outside our villa at night. They are Vienne guards, they call them, protecting us, they say. I don't know, the way they look at me, something seems fishy to me.
The hospital is a series of Quonset huts, and I'm assigned to the night shift.
Captain, as you can see, Quonset huts are divided into orthopedic, surgery, medicine, intensive care, and then you have your pre-op, x-ray, post-op, recovery, and offices. Now these huts are lined up one after another, and between them, please notice we have bunkers.
Bunkers.
In case of a direct rocket attack, they were on what we call red alert.
Red alert.
Red alert means you're in immediate danger, a direct hit or a sapper attack, when the enemy penetrates our perimeter. If you're off duty, you crawl immediately into a bunker. If you're on duty, you put on flak jackets, helmets, cover mattresses with all your patients, and then take cover while somebody guards the door.
I see.
We're on red alert most of the time.
I see.
Now here are the wards. We have a lot of corpsmen to assist you. You will be responsible, Captain, for 300 to 350 patients in all. And as supervisor, you are expected to care for the sickest patients yourself.
350 patients?
Night duty is the hardest, of course. People die at night. And wounded people, Captain, get very frightened at night. They moan, they cry out, come on, please.
She was right. My chief nurse states that I don't have the experience for this.
Now, your job will include all the routine things, of course, reading the charts, checking the IVs, the dressings, the casts.
Suctions, respirators, catheters, tube strains. I don't know what I'm looking at. I can't find the patient here.
Don't think of it in that way. What you must do is focus on the facts and write the data down.
But I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Captain, please, just keep on checking the charts, the IVs, the dressings, the casts. Think only of what you must. Forget about the rest. Build a psychological wall. Now come along, on to the next ward.
Please, God, don't let there be so many horrible things wrong on the next ward.
Now here are our more seriously injured men, our intensive care patients.
I can't take anymore.
Stop it! Captain, behind that wall, or else you will never function or be of use.
But there are so many injuries and the kinds of injuries.
The Medical Corps motto is conserve the fighting strength. Your work is to patch up the soldiers so they can get back out on the battlefield.
Yes, ma'am.
Now come along, walk briskly, towards, walk.
Yes, I'll just have to keep walking along.
Walk and don't think. Write and don't think. Don't think, don't think. Don't let those thoughts come through that wall. Stay behind your wall.
I volunteered.
With a knick-knack, paddywhack,
I asked for it.
give your dog a bone.
I have to come through somehow.
This old gal goes rolling home.
My first day at the hospital, they had a mass casualty.
I was in emergency.
Post-op, pre-op.
Surgery. A circulating nurse.
This is receiving. There's a mass casualty coming in. All doctors, nurses, and corpsmen able to leave your lines, please report at once to emergency. Repeat, mass casualty coming in. All doctors and nurses and corpsmen, please report to your posts immediately. Repeat.
I don't know how to describe it.
I was just thrown into it.
Thrown.
All new nurses, please report to first group at the left for orientation. All new nurses report, please.
They tried to show us where the equipment was.
Bandages,
Sterilizer.
catheters,
IVs.
Medications.
So there's still so much to remember.
getting terribly confusing in here.
Helicopters coming in. Attention, emergency. Helicopters coming in.
Coming!
Closer, closer. Landing. Winds, dust, flying in by waves, permit running to the choppers, getting injured men.
Coming back with stretchers.
Leaving men on metal beds.
Across sawhorses.
On the floor.
Holy crap!
He's got no legs.
Gone.
Thighs down.
So much blood.
Mud.
Grievances self.
Shocked.
Brown gauze-soaked bandages.
Doctors and nurses, please take your posts immediately. Doctors and nurses report, please.
Doctors and nurses are doing 10,000 things.
We need IVs. We need all uniforms off.
We need names, rank, and serial number on each one.
But look, blood is spurting up. We need IVs and uniforms off. Blood is spurting up.
We need name, rank, and serial number, please.
I can't move, I can't talk, I can't do anything.
I can't even look at the second stretcher because I'm still stunned by the first.
Nurse, move. Go with that experienced nurse. Move, nurse. Go to post-op. Move.
Nurse, pre-op, move. I can't move.
I can't think.
I don't know what to do.
Amputations,
Burn cases.
Tracheotomies,
GIs,
Vietnamese.
women and a child.
part of me is saying,
Just look at this.
The other part says,
What's your problem?
move!
Attention, all doctors and nurses, please report at once. Mass casualty coming in. All doctors and nurses report. Mass casualty coming in.
I thought they oriented me somehow.
Nurse. Start the IV. Nurse.
I can't. Doctors did it at home. I don't know how.
Start the IV.
I can't. Show me what to do.
With 20 men watching, you have to have their confidence.
By turning them into guinea pigs? Show me what to do.
You get in there and I'll tell you what to do. Then you just get in there and do it. Can do.
Can't do.
Here, nurse, cut off this patient's clothes, his very back, hold his head. And I turn and I look at this patient.
And half the soldier's face is gone.
It's all right, I'm right here. His name is Jimmy, and he's wide awake. Jimmy, you're not alone, I'm right here.
Where?
Here, Jimmy, here.
Cut off his clothes. Take off his boots.
So I do.
And his foot is in his boot.
Draw 4 tubes of blood, type cross, and get it over to the lab. Move.
No, don't go. Stay.
But it's just across the hall. I have an order to go. I'll be right back.
No.
He's dead. Cover him. Move on. Move on.
He knew he was going. He knew.
I should have stayed. Oh gosh, I should have held his hand. Next patient. Move on. My first patient, my first day. Jimmy.
Nurse, take that part with the boot and these other parts. Take it outside, put it on the drum, put gasoline on it, and burn it up.
All right. New nurses, you are relieved. Your shift is done. Go to your hooches now. Relax. Have fun.
With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give your dog a bone. These old gals go rolling home.
Well, I started drinking over in Vietnam. A lot.
Spent most of my time in backfeeding the old booze bottle.
And playing my guitar.
Anything to make it all go away for a while.
99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
Well, you couldn't drink while you were working, so you just kept smoking cigarettes and drinking Cokes. 18, 20, 25 Cokes every break you got. But on your day off,
One of those bottles should have happened to fall.
I'm here to tell you that we consumed an enormous amount of booze in Vietnam.
98 bottles of beer on the wall.
Well, the corpsmen usually had pot, so we all did a little pot.
We used to go to these marvelous Basque restaurants and stay up till the wee hours drinking French champagne. A whole gang of us, Red Cross gals, military guys, officers.
Viva la, viva la, viva l'amour.
Viva la, viva la, viva l'amour.
Viva la, viva la, viva l'amour.
I remember one night we were all pretty mellow, and a Marine gives me a bunch of things on a string. And I say, oh gosh, apricots for me. Here I am in a war zone, and you brought me apricots. And then he says, those are ears, ma'am.
Viva la compagnie.
I had me this nice gentleman colonel friend, and every day he'd bring me a quart of Crown Royal, and we'd stay and drink it for a while.
I had me a date with an officer once. Wonderful guy. We waited out a storm together once drinking Beaujolais. Typhoon down on the shore, and we just made a pizza in his electric skillet, sat ourselves out on the patio, feet up, sipping wine, watching the wind and the rain below, waiting out that storm.
I meet a guy in one of the wards, Hank, and he sees me going to the hooch. And he's with this bunch of guys in jeans, t-shirts, and booty hats.
Hey, Leanne.
Hey, you're looking like you just got off a plane from Woodstock. Who are you anyhow?
Dog Scout unit, other side of the compound. You gotta come over to our place, Leanne. They have black lights, posters, just like home.
Yeah?
When you get off.
Now?
Well, come on. I'll walk you over, walk you back. You'll be safe. I'll take care of you, okay?
And we walk across the compound together, and come to find...
We both like Led Zeppelin. Well, all right.
And we're both from the east.
New
York.
Jersey.
Wow. I'm getting really comfortable with this. And we go into the hooch. Led Zeppelin is playing loud. Loud. And there are all these incredible Dayglow posters all over the walls, the ceiling, and psychedelic lights. And no one is talking war, no one is talking medicine, they're all talking
Food, real good food.
Music, real good music. Home, way down home.
Somewhere I can go fishing, man.
Massachusetts has great lakes. You can fish, swim, and eat. Super restaurants.
I had me a cowboy cut ribeye, rare, French fries crisp on the side, a half-order barbecue chicken and ribs, one chili cheese dog, a bean and cheese enchilada, one pork burrito, and a dad's root beer, 12-ounce side, and a double hot fudge walnut sundae with peach ice cream.
Girl, you gonna be sick for days.
One of my first choice in cars, Benz. Second, Porsche. Third, Red Thunderbird.
You really think you're going to be in league for events?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Stupid, wonderful talk.
Woo! It's party time!
Come on, what's this?
You GIs know how to party, you infantrymen. What I love most are the stand-downs, your off-limits parties. You ride on trucks that take supplies into your unit, and you hide us in blankets and sneak us right through the gates and into your unit.
I like your formal party smokes. Fly us up, way up over the compound to your officers club, guns at both our sides protecting us.
And we bring our swimsuits because what we want most of all is to take off our sweaty clothes and go swimming with you. 150 degrees of heat in the water is so cool on our skin.
About 3 feet of water and plastic on all sides of the pool, and bugs, but there's Texas barbecue.
And good liquor.
And steaks.
Now it's party time!
Sunday the 14th. Hank is ringing my chimes. Like a scene. Going into the beach depressed, exhausted. Within 1 hour, I'm feeling better. Loud lights hypnotizing me. Me in Vietnam.
I fell in love. Bruce, a pilot. But I wouldn't sleep with him because it was against the rules. Wasn't that something when they said Red Cross girls charged a fee? Bruce was flying a mission the next morning, and we were in the officers' club, and he gets very drunk.
I'm not coming back tomorrow.
What?
I'm gonna get another scotch.
Bruce, let's go.
Where? Your place? Oh, Brucey, of course not. I'm gonna get another scotch.
Come on, you need to sleep it off.
Sleep it off where?
I can't.
You're such a tease. Friggin' donut dolly. Shouldn't be in this war. And will you just get yourself off my back and out of my life? And go with me! I never want to see you again!
He didn't. Next morning he got shot down. And I never got involved again.
Friday, the 28th. Hank tells me he's leaving. His time is short enough that he's going home in days to Vietnam.
It's the 4th of July when I meet Bill. In August, Tina's buddy Rory comes to get me for a stand down. So we get on the truck and we're riding along, drinking wild turkey, passing the bottle back and forth when Bill has to go to the John. So we stop, he jumps down, trots to the bushes, and... Ow!
Stepped on a mine. No, get back up! Get back up!
Hey, I have to go get him!
The detail will be back. The whole place is mine. Steve, let's roll! Go, go!
Bill's gone? Is he dead?
Drink this.
I'm the only woman here. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have had to
Stop
go to the bushes. But if it wasn't for
Stop
me...
it! The kind of thinking gets nobody nowhere. Now just take a drink and just shut up. Just shut the hell up.
Tuesday, the 8th. Hank's missing, and he took his Dayglow posters down. He's gone, and I think I'm gonna die here in Vietnam.
Nurse, is that a ribbon in your hair? Take it off, and never wear that reeking perfume on duty again. And put your cap back on, straight.
Because I look like a woman, act like a woman, want to look good for the guys on the ward? Well, they are dying, and in the middle of dying, they say, you smell like flowers. If they still have noses, or you look beautiful. If they still have eyes. So, you think I'm not going to wear perfume on the ward? You think I'm not going to wear a yellow ribbon in my hair?
You know, I always think no matter what you're going through, the guys have got it worse. So we have to be there for them after hours. Partying, socializing. I don't think like that anymore. When I first got here, I thought that, but I learned.
Stay in your room, drinking alone, and they assume you're mistress for a married doctor.
I have to look out for myself, survival level, because I mean, well, they project onto me.
Huh?
I'm up there singing, and they're seeing me, thinking about me, in detail, physically.
I don't care what anybody thinks anymore. My personal life is my affair.
If it gives them something they need to keep them going, and I don't care. And they're gentlemen, mostly.
Whitney, Jane, you left. I get migraines. I came back. I had to get out of there. You were gone.
Dancing, drinking, talking. The guys are always polite, and we're just their friends. Bright-eyed girl from home.
Do you have anything to relieve the pain besides aspirin?
Nothing relieves the pain. The men have respect for you. Your army, there are rules. I'm different. I mean, if we stay overnight where they are,
What are you talking about?
just some crazy stuff's happened, stuff that never would have happened back home.
I could get you something. I know some nurses. Yeah. Just take the edge off. Wouldn't it be wonderful to take the edge off? What are you talking about?
But I wasn't forced, not really.
Look, let's just go back to the party, shall we? No, let's just stay here. Here.
A couple of weeks ago, we got stranded up the coast near Nha Trang. And then the grunts, they apologized. Well, one apologized.
Oh, God!
It doesn't matter.
Of course it
The
matters.
whole place is so unreal, it doesn't matter. There are no consequences. Nothing matters.
Yes, let's just stay here together.
We talk to the chaplain.
I'm not religious.
We got in choir, I bet, on Sundays.
Me?
Something to hold on to. There you go.
Fair are the meadows, fair still the woodlands, robed in the flowers of bloom in spring. Jesus is fairer, Jesus is purer.
finally broke me on duty on the ward was caroling at Christmas time.
Jolly old Saint Nicholas, lean your ear this way. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Here's what I have to say. Johnny wants a pair of skates, Susie wants a sled, Billy wants a picture book, yellow, blue, and red.
All through the hospitals, we decorate Christmas trees and holly wreaths and mistletoe, every single ward in Vietnam.
The USO girls go right into the field with us for a turkey dinner for every day.
And then we bring presents to the boys and write Christmas cards and comfort the boys.
Hey, soldier, beautiful scar you're gonna have. A terrific souvenir from Nam.
And then we play a game.
Called Dear Santa, where every guy reads out,
Dear Santa, I want to draft dodge an anti-war demonstrator in my stocking, please. Wrap him up and send him here. 'Cause I ain't got no leg to put in that stocking myself anymore. Just stick him in instead.
and then we hook up the telephone lines.
Hi, son. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, too. Take care now, you hear?
Mom? Oh, is that you? It's me. It's your son. Merry Christmas, Mom.
And then we entertain, dancing down the aisles.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
We get picked to go to the Bob Hope Christmas show. Gee, there aren't any other girls here.
We're lucky. Gosh, we just looked out. They've got us roped off from all the guys, though. They're grunts, just out of the field. They'll send them back tonight after the show.
And they haven't seen a woman in a long time, have they? What's that?
I just won your picture, ma'am. To have with me in the fields.
I don't like that. What did he do that for?
Ain't a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus lays down his sweet head.
And then we go caroling where the amputees are.
The stars in the sky look down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
There's one boy here who's just had his arm and legs blown off this morning. Just 18. We go very close to him.
I love you, Jesus, down from the sky.
Tears are starting down this guy's face.
I have your picture.
What?
Breast pocket. Get it out.
Must be him. The guy from the Bob Hope show. Of all his worldly possessions. My picture. He wants me to have it. He knows he's dying. Oh, soldier, you'll be all right. I promise you, you'll be just fine.
Take it. Remember me?
Now, how can I forget a handsome guy like you?
And stay by my cradle.
I can't! I can't! I can't.
It wasn't just the soldiers that tore us apart.
With the Vietnamese, too.
They were smart and funny and hardworking.
And fighting on their land.
They'd come to work at the Red Cross Center early mornings.
Whistling, smiling, singing while they clean.
My housekeeper, Bien, works at the Red Cross Center, too. Good morning, Bien.
Good morning, Miss Whitney. What I did this morning, please. File paper, run an errand to headquarters.
In the afternoon, after we leave the center, Bien takes me to market, and I show her American cooking. And then we pour the milk gravy over the meat and serve with sauerkraut. It's sauerkraut.
Sauerbraten.
Your taste.
Oh, Miss Whitney, you eat this? Oh no, Miss Whitney, oh no.
On the wards, I watched the Vietnamese parents come in, and they lie down and curl right up on the beds, cuddling their injured kids.
Then one day, Bien brings Peanut to the center. Cutest little Vietnamese boy. He is so adorable, Bien, and you know what? He loves American music. I'm gonna teach him to play my guitar.
Oh, you very nice American lady to Peanut, to all Vietnamese.
On the ward, I treat a mother who's pregnant with another child at home. She's taken a rocket to the face. Cross-section of her face is gone, and she doesn't even whimper in her bed.
But I am starting to be troubled by the Vietnamese guards outside our house at night.
Godspeed up Cho and Lou.
Our mates?
Godspeed up Cho and Lou good.
But the guards are our friends, aren't they?
They no friend, Miss Whitney. They no friend.
And then one night, the pregnant mother does whimper, little tears in her eyes, and I see that she's miscarried beneath the sheet. They bring her other child to her, her little boy, but he doesn't recognize her with her bandaged face, and they take him away.
Then the guards come right into my room one night, steal my stuff right out the door while I watch secretly in bed.
They got guns, Miss Whitney. You watch out, Miss Whitney. You watch out.
I bring dinner to a POW woman and walk around to help her eat. Then she tries to plunge a fork in my back. I roll around and knock it from her hand.
Then the guards come back again. Bien's cousin Nguyen, who works for us, is with them, emptying my desk, taking documents, holding a gun. Bien, your cousin, I have to report this.
You ain't no cousin Bien. You big mistake. You ain't no cousin Bien. No report nothing. Understand?
Then she grabs the knife and tries to plunge that in my arm. I knock that from her hand. I injure her.
I can't find Peanut. I wanted to teach him to sing Proud Mary. Hey, where's Peanut gone?
Oh, he dead, Miss Mary Jo.
What?
Find him by airfield. American soldiers shoot Peanut. Ben, he dead.
They shot Peanut?
PVC.
He's 8 years old.
You no trust Peanut. PVC. All his friends, family VC. You want Bien sing song with you today?
And then one night in triage, 5 GIs were carried in, all shot down. Hey, we need help in triage. Is anybody free?
And I'm a circulating nurse, so I go into triage that night to help.
And we're all working like crazy.
But we lose all 5 GIs.
And I'm left alone with them. All 5 corpses stacked up like cordwood in a tiny little room with me. And suddenly the doors burst open, and in comes a stretcher with a POW that dropped the 5 GIs. And I look at him, and he looks like my sister's son.
Kid at 15, badly hurt. Take care of him, nurse.
He's the one that dropped the 5 GIs? Him?
He's badly hurt. Take care of him.
I can't touch him. Him?
Nurse.
Get someone else.
There's no one else.
But he's the enemy.
Direct order, nurse.
Then I'll kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
And she goes for his throat and hands around his throat. I've been raised to be a loving person.
Love my brother as myself,
I took a vow to help all mankind.
regardless of color, race, or skin.
For a long time, her hands are shaking.
They've been in a death choke around a young boy who looks like my sister's son.
We're defiling something. Something holy is being transgressed here.
Murder is in my kin.
50,000 Chinese. That's what I titled my report. The one I wrote about the Tet Offensive, because I called it 30 days before. It said that we had better get our act together because this is what is facing us, and this is what is going to happen. It's going to happen on Tet, their new year. So I grabbed my report, excited as all get out, and I head over to my J2 office, and my intelligence officer says,
Yes, can I help you?
"Yes, sir, I've got some information in this report. You've got to disseminate it fast. It's got to be told and acted on."
Take it on to Saigon headquarters, MACP. Tell them to send their J2 out.
So I get in my Jeep, and I head on over to Saigon.
Yes, can I help you?
"Yes, sir. I'd like to see the J2 because I've got some information in this report. We need to disseminate it fast. It's got to be told and acted on."
Just a minute, please. I'll send the captain out. Yes, can I help you?
"Yes, sir. I'd like to see the J2 because I've got some information in this report. We need to disseminate it fast. It's got to be told and acted on.
I'll send the major out. Yes, can I help you?
Yes, sir. I've got some information in this report. We need to disseminate it fast. It's got to be told and acted on.
I'll send the colonel out. Yes, can I help you?
We need to disseminate this fast. It's got to be told and acted on.
You don't say.
Then the colonel gives it to the major gives it to the captain gives it to the sergeant, and they all get in the huddle. And then they go into a room. And my, they're gone a long time. They all come out.
Well, we don't know. We don't really think. We think no. We know. No, sorry, no. But it's definitely a no.
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 I walk out of that office and go to my jeep. And for the first time in the 19 years I've been in the Army, I cried. They knew I had the truth. Why wouldn't they listen? It's because I called the enemy by the wrong names in the report. 50,000 Chinese instead of 50,000 Vietnamese or 50,000 Viet Cong? Is that what was wrong at headquarters? Calling it like it is? Well, they are Chinese. Or have I got the wrong names? Enlisted specialist instead of lieutenant. Woman instead of man. Black instead of white. Black woman specialist telling them that the Chinese are going to clobber the snot out of us in 30 days. Well, that happened on the nose. Turning point of the war. And Tet is history. Hundreds, thousands lost. Wasted lives.
When Ted first began the Southeast fire
Attention emergency. There is a mass casualty coming in. All doctors and nurses, please report to the hospital at once. There is a mass casualty coming in. All doctors and nurses report, please.
It's a long crawl from your house to the operating room, but none of us are going to stand up that night.
Monday, 2 a.m. Running, crawling, slithering along. We're in Vietnam.
Patients are coming in one after the other after the other. I've never seen so many patients in my life.
Here's a yellow sheet of paper. Make a list. Worst ones at the top.
But they're all coming in so fast. So fast.
I keep scratching out names.
Start using numbers instead.
Numbers dancing down the page.
Then someone worse comes in.
And I put his number at the top.
Helter Skelter.
Cockeyed numbers dancing down the page.
Put a patient in a room.
And bring another one up close outside the door.
Waiting for that room.
Working round and round the clock.
No time to eat.
Just grabbing bread and stuffing it down with Cokes.
Numbers dancing helter-skelter down the page.
Doctors pop Benzodrines in our mouths. Checking off our names. Moving on.
4 hours and he's back. More Bennies popping in our mouths.
More names checked off helter-skelter down the page.
Attention. Sapper attack. The enemy is penetrating our perimeter. Be alert. Repeat. Sapper attack in progress from the north quarter of airbase. Please be alert. Repeat.
The enemy is coming in here.
Or medications?
Corman, quick! Lock the door, grab your gun, and guard the door quick!
I can't, Captain. Conscientious objector, Captain. I can't.
Do it quick!
I can't, Captain. I can't.
Direct order! Coward, do what I said!
You'll have to do it, man.
I don't know how to shoot the damn thing! Get that patient out of bed! Give him the rifle, quick!
I'm in.
The warden's in! Shrapnel flying through his head and he falls on me dead!
The lights are out.
Open the flashlights.
Chunks of flesh, blood all over the walls.
Screaming, yelling, smell of burning flesh.
My patients.
Wounded. Again.
Killed in their hospital beds.
I'm going into the operating room the 4th day, the 5th, and the tile floor here slopes. And I see water coming out of the scrub sinks and splashing on the floor. And I see patients lying on the floor with blood coming out of them. And I see the blood mixing with the water and running down the hall. A river. Tet, nightmare river of blood. I run out. Help me stay behind my wall. God in heaven, help me just to walk along!
Except it's an 18-year-old boy who's coming into surgery. And he's so young, he doesn't even have hair on his face. And I'm running alongside the stretcher as he's screaming, Mommy! 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 And all I can say is, it's all right, baby, Mommy's here, but I'm only 21 myself.
And he's a blonde kid from California, looking just like your little brother Danny and screaming, I don't want to die!
A piece of my heart goes with each of them. A piece of my heart!
100 days before he starts to leave, he's start filling in the short timers calendar, marking off each day.
Saigon, my supervisor shows me my name on an enemy wanted list, and I'm number 2. The next day I'm walking to work and 2 motorbikes whiz by me, knock me down, take my briefcase, and disappear. The next day it happens again and I belly flop, and I hurt my back, bad. Next thing you know, I'm pulling out my 45, shooting wild. I'm gonna blow somebody's head off here. I'm gonna blow somebody's head right off here. You hear me? I've got to go home. I've got to go home.
Getting a little crazy now, thinking about getting out.
Wanting to go, not wanting to go.
Best year of my life. Worst year of my life.
Such a sisterhood, brotherhood, comradeship, like no other place, no other time on earth.
Dear Ross Day, I don't care how I get out of here, but somebody just get me out. If I smell another piece of dried fish on the wall or pour another glass of Kool-Aid, I am going to start screaming and never stop.
Wednesday, the 12th. I go into the hospital to say goodbye. Strangely quiet day. Everybody's standing around. But then suddenly the double doors burst open, and 2 litter bearers run in, set down their litter, and run out. Then I look and see a little Vietnamese boy and girl, both with their hands chopped off, and they look at us. All of us gaping, dumb, numb. Then I walk out of the hospital for the final time, here in Vietnam.
Follows me onto the airstrip, watches me climb the stairs to my plane. Hey, take care, soldier.
You got the biggest smile in all of Nam.
That's because this plane's my freedom bird. I'm going home.
Well, good luck.
Attention, all passengers, please. Attention, the captain is beginning our descent. Attention, all passengers, please.
Look, McDonald's Golden Arches. Look down there. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, look, the Space Needle. The Golden Gate Bridge? Yes. Yes, it is. Look down there. The skyline. Look over there. Look. We have just landed.
Yeah.
We made it. Attention, all passengers, please remain in your seats with seatbelts securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
The doors open and we rush to push out.
Run out.
And down the stairs and kneel on the ground.
Fall on the ground.
Kiss the ground.
American soil!
I go to Port Louis to get processed out.
I go to Oakland. I go to McCord.
Sorry, Captain. It's too late to process you now. You're gonna have to wait for the morning for that.
I can't wait that long. I'm going home.
I'm really sorry, Captain. Oh, wait. I'll process you. Take you on over to SeaTac Airport myself for your next flight. Come on.
And she does. Next flight to San Francisco, please.
That's tomorrow morning, ma'am.
I can't wait that long. I'm just
back from Vietnam.
yes, and I'm trying to get
home.
yes.
Follow me. There's another airline. I'll get you on.
And she does.
I'm in my booty hat. Vietnam posters in one hand, shopping bags full of ticking clocks in the other, from my stop over in Japan. Now, how am I going to get to SeaTac Airport? No one is telling me where to go. I'm not with my group, and I'm not allowed to meet my family here.
Nurse. Nurse. I looked over to SeaTac, nurse.
Taxi driver?
Gold Star father. Lost my only son in Vietnam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Know what I do? Meet everyone I can. Take them on over to meet their next flight. Come on.
So, I opened the closet.
missing you. I can't picture life without you. You're always there for me, you know? I know.
I get off my plane from San Francisco, and a giant hair-and-ag tumbles down the stairs and hits his head on the tarmac, hard. I run to him kneeling, blood pouring from him to my uniform. And then the ambulance comes and takes him away, and I run to the counter for my next plane.
Sorry, lady, but you can't get on our plane like that.
Like what?
Like bloody from head to foot.
I helped a soldier. I just came back from the Nam.
Look, I don't care if you just got back from the moon. You're not getting on our plane like that.
And he kicks my suitcase off the scale, breaking the lock, and my stuff spills all over the airport floor.
I fly to Erie, Pennsylvania, and drive up the street to my big white house. And I see lighted torches all the way across my yard, and a huge banner that says, "Hello, Sissy! Oh!"
And there's Dad and Danny and Joe and Aunt Ellen, Uncle Ben, Cousin Sue,
And grandmother, where is she?
waiting in her bedroom.
Grandmother!
Thank you, Jesus, for bringing my sister home. When I get home, my father says,
Well, Martha, you've done us proud. Fought the good fight.
yes, sir, I did my best, sir.
Staying in, I suppose? 20 years and the benefits are outstanding. Outstanding.
Not sure, sir, about staying in, sir.
I check into the Red Cross Center, and they strip me of all my military ID, my card, my government papers, and what they don't take, they change, ink out, blot out, cut out.
Go home on furlough to Mississippi. And that evening, my entire family sits down to watch the news.
And now the report today on casualties in Vietnam.
And it's all a pack of lies.
We had 20 casualties reported,
It's double that.
as opposed to 30 yesterday.
Triple that.
So the count is down for today.
Any fool knows that.
That makes a total of 50 men lost so far this week. North Vietnam casualties reported at over 1,500 so far. Now for local news. On the north side,
Huh, that's not so bad. Right, Aunt Steely? 50 to 1,500 is not so bad at all.
Those are people they're talking about. It's not a baseball score. Somewhere in that statistical body count are boys who died. Souls got lost down there. How can I tell them that?
A friend takes me shopping for underwear. Sears Roebuck in the mall. There, Mary Jo. Sears is right down there, South End.
The mall is gigantic. People behind me, beside me, in front of me, smiling, shopping, wearing green. Oh, I can't stand green. Driving me nuts. Khaki green.
I want to price some shoes in that boutique down there. Go on and get your stuff, and I'll meet you at the checkout, okay?
Get the underwear. I get in line and go up to the register. The clerk at the checkout is looking at me, smiling at me, wearing khaki green. I don't belong here. I don't belong here at all. And I run out. Money, pants, and bras.
Mary Jo, stop! What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I got lost.
I end up on a bus down to LA to see my friend. But in the depot, I see people waving signs.
Peace now! Peace now! Hey, hey! LBJ! How many kids did you kill today? Make love, not war! Peace now!
Then my friend comes running up.
What's all that blood stain? You got a dress in your bag?
What?
Dress, jeans, civvies, something else to wear?
But this is my uniform. It has all my medals on it.
Go to the ladies' room and change.
No.
You're a target.
A target?
Go back to Get out of here!
traitor!
Go to the ladies' room and change now. They'll throw stones. Tomatoes will spit.
So, I go to the ladies' room. I change out of my uniform, and I run back. Burn it!
But your medals, you take off your medals at least.
Screw my medals! Burn it, I said!
I stay overnight in the Seattle hotel, and in the evening I go into the cocktail lounge. The Nam's a figment of my imagination now. My memories are all I have when a man comes in.
Hi. You attended the pharmaceutical convention? Thought I saw you from the third floor display.
No, I just got back from the Nam.
You kidding? Nice girl like you in a war like that?
I was with the American Red Cross.
Son of a gun. That's a girl like you, a donut dolly. Pouring Kool-Aid.
I can't stand him.
Sure screwed up policy you're pursuing over there, huh?
I don't know about that.
Oh, don't get sore. Here, buy you a drink.
No, thank you. I prefer to drink alone.
Look, it's not your fault about the war, okay? I mean, everything about it is so screwed up.
The boys are not screwed up. The poor grunts in the field are just obeying orders. They're fighting in a war.
I mean, it must be what they want to do, though.
What?
They didn't have to go in the first place, right?
I can't be around him another minute.
Million easy ways to avoid the draft.
I have to get away from him.
Hey, come back! What's wrong with you?
Is something wrong with me?
I don't fit in with people like him anymore.
They're my family, phenomenal friends.
They all have feelings I don't understand.
I have feelings I don't understand. Thought everything would be different when I got back.
I am the only thing that's different since I got back.
Well, now, feeling proud. New warrant officer, W01. Got 3 good rows of stuff on this side of my chest. A couple of pretty little ribbons on the other side to match. Not bad. I'm back here at Fort Bragg to see what new and exciting assignment they have for me after these 3 tough years in Vietnam.
Hello, Officer Steele. Hello.
Hello, Colonel. Hello.
Got a wonderful assignment for you, Officer Steele. Wonderful.
Well, wonderful, Colonel. Wonderful.
Just the ticket for you, all right? Gotta put you in contact, Steele.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Contact, Steele. Perfect placement for you at this time.
But that's exactly the old job that I had here before I went to the NOM.
Perfect, isn't it? Just what the doctor ordered, all right?
Well, just a minute, sir. I think that
Some problem for you, Officer Steele?
Well, sir, I did 3 years in NOM, sir, and that was 3 years in hell. And now you're telling me I'm supposed to take back my old job here at Fort Bragg? Well, ending up where you were before seems to me like a further sentence in hell. And I think that I'm entitled to a little bit of heaven, sir.
But it's an easy desk job, Steele. And with that back injury, the report says you're in a brace, possible surgery down the road.
I'm in intelligence, sir, working with my brain, not my back.
Well, still in all, Steele. Still in all.
All what? Still in all what?
We go to our agent in LA, Sugar Candies and I, get our salaries for our year's work.
Sorry about this, girls, but there have been some unforeseen funding things. Unforeseeable. Just about managed to reimburse the airfare, I'm afraid.
Airfares? You owe us $1,000 a month apiece. That's what's coming to us.
Look, girls, best I can do.
You got paid. There were government contracts for every gig we played. A lot of money changed hands.
You want the refund on the tickets or what?
A year of risking our lives for the airfare? Are you kidding or what? We could sue you, mister.
Sue me? You have no written agreements. Now get out of here. I got an act auditioning in here. Let's move it out.
We go up and down the coast looking for gigs. No one will hire us. Go back to the agent. Help us find a job, please.
Too much anger in your voice. Tension through your whole body. Clientele in nightclubs like sweet sound. Soft, sexy girls. Next.
Split up. Sleep all day. Stop singing. Stop playing the guitar. Shove it back in my closet. I can't stand the side of that guitar.
I'm Sensor Fitzsimmons. 14 months to serve. Lower extremity orthopedic ward. 90% amputees from NOM. Paraplegics, quadriplegics. Whew, it's gonna be like NOM. It's not. The GIs are different toward me. Used to be grateful. Now it seems like nothing's good enough for them. And I'm giving them the best care in the world. I'm a super nurse right now, right? I'm just about walking on water for these guys, and what more is it these guys are wanting from me?
I leave the service. I'm a civilian now. Texas Medical Center. Dr. Cooley, the heart surgeon. It feels exciting here, like NOM. It's not. There was nothing here but competition. Nurses to nurses and nurses to doctors and doctors to doctors. Cardiac arrest comes in and everybody fighting to get on it. I can't believe it, you know?
And whoever was good at it did it.
we had a sergeant there, good at heart massage, and we'd all just get out of his way and let him do his work.
I was treated different in Nam. I didn't have to compete. I was trusted, gut level.
I sensed something wrong. I'd say, I don't know what this is, but it's something.
Then you and the doctor go to work on the guy.
Here, the doctor says. Well, nurse, we really haven't gotten time to check out your hunches, all right?
I'm out of the service. San Francisco. Intensive care. They won't even let me hang a pint of blood without supervision from the IV nurse. And I've put in more IVs in my time in Nam than she will ever do in her life. So who the heck is she to evaluate my skills?
I'm sent to classes to learn the new EKG monitor. Except I can't learn anything new. I'm losing confidence. I'm getting self-conscious about my nursing skills.
Final insult. Ultimate degradation. They were putting me through an orientation course on CPR. Oh, and I'm getting a real attitude problem now.
I wake up depressed.
I never want to go to work.
If I could just figure out why I'm not retaining what I learned.
I quit.
I go back into the military. The reserves. To teach. A chance to show my skills. I can't stand these reserve nurses. They played it safe during Nam. Why aren't they active? All these nurses paid for practicing? Why don't they go out there and do what they're practicing for? I quit.
Job to job to job.
Looking for the respect, the thrill, the challenge.
4 jobs, 5 jobs, 6.
From place to place to place.
Homesick for the GIs of Nam.
The caring.
The push.
Adrenaline junkies. That's us.
The ungodly emergencies, and you just got right in there and did the work. Can do.
Nothing means nothing here. It don't mean a thing.
Why are we trying to go over there and change attitudes anyway? What business is it of ours?
You better put a lid on that Pandora's box so you go nuts.
I stopped putting Nam down on my applications. I demonstrated against the war. I march. I carry signs. I start hitting bars.
Drinking, hanging out, looking for vets. One night this guy comes in, and I'm feeling a real connection to this vet, Clint. He takes me to a party. Vietnam vets against the war. Everybody's having a good time, standing in the middle of the room, bouncing up and down, vibrating like no.
I meet Steve at a vet center where I'm a social worker. I think I'm falling in love with Steve because he doesn't love me or anyone. He can't commit to anything anymore, he says. So how can I stay with him when he tells me such things? I can't.
Clint and I start getting very tight. He goes on drunken binges and gets pretty wild, and I don't care. I get drunk with him. We move in together.
And I meet Richard at the Great Lakes Naval Hospital where I work in recreation. I like Richard very much. A doctor who's been in Nam. But he's not divorced yet. I don't think he'll ever go through with it.
We go to the mountains in Colorado. Clint and me. Mountain dwellers. In the cliffs.
Richard breaks off with me. Goes back to his wife.
Clint and I get in this big fight. And I freak out. And he leaves.
Then I meet Pete from Play Coup. Never really talk about what he's been through. Never really talk about what I've been through. We never really talk about the Nam at all.
I follow Clint cross country to Vermont. And we're living together again. And we're having good times and hard times. And we're living together 6 years. And
Then Pete
I think
decides,
Clint's a good man.
and Pete decides to go back to Nam just like that, and he goes, and why are all these guys deserting me?
Start going downhill. I don't want to split up, but Clint wants to split up. And I try to find some way to prevent it, but he won't even talk to me.
I don't want to be around men anymore at all. I don't want to even talk to a man. All they do is run out.
We split up. And I'm in pieces for a year.
Men wanted that war, made that war. Women never wanted a war like that in their lives.
He was raging, crying, having fits, going for knives. I mean, gun under his pillow, and I was scared to death of him.
All my friends are women now.
They were never married, but it sure feels like we got divorced.
When my daughter Danielle was born, she has an eye defect. No one notices it but me. The doctor says it isn't there, so I let it pass. Then she gets bad headaches and stomach aches too, so I take her for an exam. Well, doctor, what do you think?
Can't put my finger her on anything concrete. Not a regular eye problem, so it's probably trivial.
But the headaches and the stomach aches, she's so young. This just really doesn't seem normal to me at all.
You know what? Little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Don't let that old nursing background of yours get in the way, okay?
Okay. But run some tests anyhow?
I suppose.
Hello? You get the results back?
Know what? You were right. Blood work's way off, almost like rheumatic fever. I'm gonna call it subclinical rheumatic fever, and I'll treat her for that, okay?
Okay. Then we move to another town, and I take her to the doctor there.
Yes, something is wrong, but it's not subclinical rheumatic fever. That's nonsense. There's no such thing. Either you have it or you don't. And she doesn't. Let's watch her for a while.
6 months, and I go back. She's breaking out in rashes now, and complaining of pain in her knee joint when she runs.
That's growing pains. Bring her back next year. Kids outgrow these things.
Danielle?
What, Mommy?
Look, sweetheart, far into the field, see?
Where?
The little colts. The little brown ones running by the edge of the barn.
I don't even see the barn.
Doctor, how are the eyes this year?
2,200 in both eyes.
2040 just last year.
Mystifying, isn't it?
And 2 years later?
2350 right eye, 2375 left eye. Amazing situation we got here.
Do something! Her stomach hurts all the time, and she's got headaches every day. What's wrong with her?
Mom, my knee's hurting again. I can't bend it, and my feet feel numb. Make them operate again, Mom.
Doctor, I'm having pain in my knees too. Biking, hiking, climbing stairs. Doctor, I'm breaking out in rashes too. Doctor, I had 2 breast tumors removed. Doctor, what's Agent Orange disease?
There is no such animal as Agent Orange disease. Here at the Veterans Administration, we are conducting exploratory studies only. And obviously, there's no medical treatment I can offer you, madam, since the disease simply doesn't exist.
Mom, my other knee is hurting now. I can't bend it to walk. I want another operation, Mom.
We don't handle children. Besides, sounds like you have an inherited family problem on your hands now.
There's no history on either side of the family of anything even remotely resembling this. Her father and I both served in Kukai. This is Agent Orange disease.
But I've already told you, madam, there is no such animal as Agent Orange disease. Client 3529, this way, please.
I start teaching nurses for the VA. Clinical psych class. The treatment of Vietnam vets. Good for me to talk about this. Get all that stuff I've got stored behind that wall out into the open at last. First morning I'm so nervous I'm hanging on to my desk, but it will all work out. I think.
My husband gets a job in Southern California, and we move. Great climate for Danielle, a good omen for all of us. I think.
Into your life you will creep. I go home to my parents for the holidays. Good to see them after all these years. Good to spend Christmas with them, I think.
Stars when you're always afraid.
Finally go for surgery on the back. Good for me to do this, I think.
Step out of line, the man come and take you away.
Afterwards, they wheel me back. There's an IV in my arm, and I'm feeling pretty groggy, half asleep. And there's a parade going on somewhere outside.
I'm in emergency. And a 14-year-old black boy comes and cut up from fight. But he won't let me near him. He wants a black nurse, and he calls me nasty slurs.
Except I can't stop drinking even here in my parents' home. I'm quietly drunk in the corner while they sing carols around the piano Christmas Eve.
Then 5 o'clock in the afternoon, commercial helicopters start flying over the house. I'm making dinner, stove on, meat frying. I run into the backyard and look up at the commercial planes. And they're Nom choppers. I'm back in Nom.
I look down at my lecture notes. The yellow page of numbers from Ted.
Numbers dancing helter-skelter down the page, there, and there. And I look at my parents singing and bandaged GIs on the wards at Christmas look back.
Cannon goes off in the parade outside, and I jump out of my hospital bed, IV ripping from my arm. Blood? I run out of the ward. I've been hit! Help me! I've been hit!
How big a mass casualty on the choppers? How many double amps for me to nurse?
I just remember the black boy going for his throat. No! I didn't come here to take care of the enemy!
Bullets spinning, ripping to pieces enemy. Helicopter swooping down, picking up everybody but me. Hey! Don't leave me! I hurt too!
Good evening. My name is Whitney, and I am an alcoholic. But I didn't drink today or yesterday. I'm holding down a job now. It's getting worse.
Chills, night sweats, shakes, crazy things nobody would understand. Well, I'm going about the VA rap group.
You and all that? Yes. Are the group's bets?
Woman from Nam?
Yes.
Because I'm not crazy.
I can still function okay.
It's just I have flashes sometimes and dreams. I called before about the group therapy sessions.
But not therapy, right? It's just a talk group. I sort of moderate. Doesn't mean anything is wrong with you at all. Alright, for the next couple of months, I'd like you to keep a journal, writing down things you connect to now. Watch TV. What are your responses? Direct and indirect to what you see. Bring your journals in, and we'll read to each other, okay? Guess that's it for this evening. Alright, now for tonight, Sissy, did you bring in something to read?
I watched MASH. Since I came back, I've watched MASH. Current, reruns, everything. I cry every time. I don't know what the story is. Face of a grunt, I cry. Chopper in the sky, I cry. Color khaki on the screen, I cry. Sad. Terribly sad to me. All of it. I'm sad now. Just all so sad.
What's so sad, Sissy?
I don't know. Just sad.
What?
I don't know why he said that.
Who?
The picture.
On the screen. MASH.
He gave it to me. The picture. Remember me. Red in my arms. A soldier. Christmas.
I hated Christmas. Dancing in the wards?
Oh, we were very close.
Telling dying men how great they look.
So Boyd, at Christmas time.
Bill, we were going to get engaged, and Rory goes, "Shut up! Just take a drink and let's get out of here and just shut the hell up! My fault! My fault. I want to kill myself sometimes, you know. Lots of times.
No. None of it is your fault. None of it. You hear me, Sissy? You can cry if you want. Mourn if you want to. That is no crying, Sissy. You don't have to shut up anymore. Steely?
You know, on Sunday mornings I like to fix me a leisurely breakfast. Sit down and watch Charles Coolroth on the TV. It's not dire news. Except this Sunday they're talking about Beirut. I can't sit still. I can't read. I can't eat. Start writing instead. Same thing is happening, just like Nam. Sending our good men over there, setting up another no-win situation. And in the end, what is the point of our messing around there anyhow? And what is the point of the officials only telling us what they want us to know, and not letting the news come at us straight? And what is the point of the brass refusing to look at the truth?
You want them to, Steely.
Spent my whole time over there disseminating truth. Know where it got me? Ignored. Know where it got the boys that I tried to save? killed.
The brass ignored us all. Didn't even keep track of how many women served. No official list.
Kept track of how many enemy weapons were captured, though. And how many innocent civilians were massacred. They sure kept track of that.
We got right.
What?
The brass.
The brass.
One room shack near Mount Shrine. They didn't come back for us on the truck. It was through. Food and water. We see all over the place, and not even any money between us to bribe them with so they could get us out of there safely. Just found the shack. And we're there 2 days. And 6 grunts coming on the field. And we're happy to see them. So happy. I think we're safe. Give a damn. Neither of them.
Ooh.
The brass Saigon headquarters. We reported it there after. We needed help. We needed medical attention. They laughed, smirking sideways at each other. It was worse than what happened with the grunts. It was like it was our fault.
Come on. I'll drive you home.
I see the hostages from Iran on TV. And this is ticking me off. They are getting into limos for this yellow ribbon welcome. And what do? Sat around for 400 days reading comic books while I was risking my life. Getting cursed and spit at in my uniform. And I never even volunteered for that singing hole in the first place. I wanted Hawaii where everybody looks like me. Well, they sure look like me. I start kicking the TV set in my living room over and over again. I can't help it. I can't stop. I want to break it to pieces. Break everything to pieces. I want to break and tear and strangle that enemy in pieces. Me to pieces. No. Don't you touch me. You don't know what this is like for me. None of you know. I can kill someone, you know that? I can kill me. 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 Me.
Martha? I don't know. Well, you connect to something on TV? GI in a movie? Looks like the guy in my dream. What's he look like? Me. Looks like you. Thinks like me. How? Serves his country in a war like he should. How's that? Dies. Coffin coming off that plane at Oakland, floating off in the river of blood.
Did you see that on TV?
Yes. No. I don't know.
You want to read?
You people, whoever you are who sent me over there, made me do all those terrible things, waste lives, time, money, resources, me. You are not accountable, and you will never be accountable. You are hiding behind so many other people, you will never be brought to justice in this world. I want your day of reckoning to be at hand. I want you to burn forever in the hell of Vietnam. I want.
I'm gonna lay down my burden, by the riverside.
I want to never fight another war. Never again.
Down by the riverside. I want to never be controlled by war.
Never again.
Down by the riverside.
I want to control war.
And study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Study war no more. I retire. W3 after 30 years. Settled in GC near the old Walter Wonderful Reed Hospital. Still got problems with the back. Working on my PhD, topic of dissertation, life management systems of persons with hidden, periodically manifested, and non-observable physical disabilities. Just about tells it like it is, though. Keeps me busy, off the streets. Helps me not take the fall of them all. I already took that fall.
I became a born-again Christian. Something opened up inside of me, and I start talking about life and death and God, and I feel Jesus very close. I feel he will help me with Danielle. I feel he's on my side. I go back to school for a master's in pastoral psych. I set up my own practice my way, counseling my patients to feel harmony and God. I will not prolong that war. I will not prolong the chaos in my patients. I try to bring them peace. I love them. Thank you, Jesus, for them. And I have a little son, 6 months old and healthy. And I have Danielle, whom I love, and a husband I love, and friends I love, and my little red gambrel house in Massachusetts that I love. Thank you, Jesus, for all of them.
I'm a counselor. Vet centers. Vet groups for women vets. I lecture cross country to vet groups. There were women vets in the military with needs. They are in combat and they die in combat, even though they never even carry a gun. I rejoined the reserves to teach. I tell student nurses, it will not be your glorious childhood dream of Florence Nightingale come true. It will be hell on earth. You will never get over it afterwards. So get ready, get set. I go on TV. I give interviews. I am out there, personally responsible. They may terminate me very soon. Tightrope walker. That's me. In the establishment, preaching anti-establishment. Not politically correct, to be honest, but honest, which is never politically correct.
I'm a lobbyist with a lot of causes. POWs and MIAs. Emerging children left in Vietnam. Victims of Agent Orange. Push the Agent Orange bill through my state. Get money for research and counseling. I write letters, seek representatives, get vets to testify. When the governor signs the Agent Orange bill, it passes. And the governor calls me up. There's a national salute day for Vietnam vets in Washington. And do you want to be the state coordinator for the event? You bet I did.
5 days in Washington with a dedicated wall on beautiful. A homecoming, a gathering.
We're in our boonie hats, telling where we were in Nam, what outfit, what place.
Sometimes we paste our names on our backs.
And we walk around the streets of Washington all 5 days and through hotel lobbies, looking.
Post notices on the bulletin boards in the hotels. Jimmy Clark, private first class. Company C, 5th Battalion, 16th Infantry, 9th Infantry Division, 1968. Looking for Rusty, Lucky,
Everyone looking.
Union Party, 2nd Battalion, 1st Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division. We start at 9 p.m., so come on.
Hoping to find someone you served with.
GI units back to help.
Sometimes I didn't know which list of names to look at. The names on the bulletin boards in the hotel or the names on the wall.
There was a wonderful ceremony on the wall. And all was sweat. Vets everywhere that day.
In jeans and fatigues and beards.
With sleeping bags and camping gear, sleeping in front of the wall, living off of sea rations there, blowing the trumpet for reveille.
How great just to be here.
Cheering.
Yelling.
Screaming.
Oh gosh, I'm proud.
3,000 vets here today.
Looking. 3,000 vets strong, happy.
Laughing.
And getting very dirty looks from those World War II vets who are very solemn around here today.
Maybe good things will start to happen for us now.
Maybe we'll find someone.
And then they give us a 21 gun salute.
Commence fire! Commence fire! Commence fire! Thank you. We've gathered here today to honor the brave men and women who gave so much and served so well.
wall alone tonight and stop,
Frozen,
staring,
wanting to connect.
all the vets touching the wall,
And the Gold Star
and
mothers,
fathers,
the children and wives.
58,000 names shining back.
And then I reach out and I touch the names.
I could touch them all, and I can feel myself joining with everyone and everything that's here.
I love this wall.
I've come to the wall tonight to dedicate my guitar that I played for my beautiful boys that I sang my heart out to long ago.
I light a candle. For the boys I wrote Christmas cards to, as they lie dying on the wards of Vietnam long ago.
Take out that old report, yellow, raggedy. 50,000 Chinese. Figure this is where that report comes.
Find the name of the soldier that took my picture. Bob Hochschup. I'm giving the picture back to you. Forever, Soldier Boy.
My nurse is Cap. For all the boys I nursed back to health as head nurse, on duty in Vietnam.
Midnight. Candle making a halo of light on all the names. There's only one name I know how to find, and I've come to leave in my diary. But it's too dark to see, so I walk along the wall, wanting to thank that soldier for his psychedelic lights, his hooch, and his Led Zeppelin music that kept me from going crazy in Vietnam.
Then, for the first time in almost 20 years, I start to play. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray.
And then I see a bed on a cane.
Hey, you a nurse?
Yes,
Where were you in Nam?
11 feet at
When?
69 to 70.
I got hit in 70.
Yeah?
I thought I knew you. I know you.
I don't think so, soldier.
I know you anywhere. You took care of me.
Maybe. There's always a chance.
Hey, nurse. What's this?
You a double lamp?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Soldier, you are beautiful.
Here, ma'am. This is for you. Welcome home.